Okay, business is hard, right? And negative feedback definitely comes and happens to every business. Apple has negative feedback, Facebook has negative feedback. The biggest companies in the world have negative feedback. What more us, small businesses, we will always have negative feedback. Now, when we receive negative feedback, the goal is not to prove that we're right and prove that the customer is wrong or whatever. Like, no, not at all. The goal of feedback in general is to understand where they're coming from and what the feedback is. Number one. Number two, acknowledge the feedback that's been given. Make the customer feel like we heard them and we understood them. Number three, see what we can learn from that feedback and implement it into improving our business. That is the best way to handle feedback. We tell the customer, hey, I am so sorry that you had to go through this. Thank you for letting me know. We will take into account your feedback as we continue to improve our business. This is a script. We don't accept responsibility all the time because sometimes there are things that are outside of your control that causes the customer problems. And you don't say, I'm sorry. You say, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that this happened to you, right? That's number one. Now, definitely don't try to defend yourself, and definitely don't go out into the public and defend yourself on the internet, because at the end of the day, when it comes to the business and customer relationship, the business holds more power. Even in the public eye, no matter what the truth is, no matter what the reality is, it could have been truly unfair. But in the public eye, you as the business rarely get any slack, rarely get any advantage. The public will rarely side with you because to them, most of the people watching and consuming things are customers, and they understand the sufferings of a customer. They don't always empathize or understand with the suffering of a business. Other business owners might see where you're coming from, but other customers, general public, might not get you. And trying to win an argument on the internet is a losing battle. You will always lose. Even if you win, you lose. You lose your time, you lose your effort, the amount of energy it takes to actually think through a problem. You could have used that energy to just save it and just work on your business. Because at the end of the day, we have a privilege as businesses to serve our customers. Yes, times are tough. Yes, especially in this economy, it is tough to run a business. It is tough to pay for maintenance. It is tough for supplies. It is tough to recruit customers and recruit staff. It is hard. It is difficult. But please, you're not helping yourself when you try to defend yourself on the internet. It is never 100 out of 100 times. Even when you win an argument, you have lost the battle. That is the simple truth of negative feedback on the internet. That's all. I'm sweating.